Okay, so in your current situation, we have the Five of Swords. So with this Five of Swords, this is really a card of conflict and of someone winning and someone not winning. Because you can see there's the guy here who's standing with the swords, kind of looking over his shoulder at the people walking away. And maybe these people walking away have had enough and have laid down their swords and just said, forget about it. I'm out of here. It's not worth it to me to win. Or, they've been just beaten outright. So really, this is a card of duality. And so in your current place that you are you someone that if you hung on in a disagreement or in a conflict or a power struggle with someone to come out on top? Or are you the person that just said, I just can't take this anymore. Let's just let it end. And I'm going to move on. So think about how this affects and how you resonate with this card and which perspective are you following in this? What does it mean to you? In your crossing energy is the Four of Cups. And a cup sign is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And so with the cups, Four of Cups, we see this guy sitting under the tree. This is about missing opportunities. And you can see someone right here is handing the hand from the sky is offering a cup to him. But he's not looking at it. He's not focused on it. He's focused on what's in front of him. This can suggest that maybe you are feeling a little discontent. Maybe you're a little tired of what you're doing. You're tired of the routine within your life. You want something else. So it's a sense of being dissatisfied. And it's your own little sit under the tree and think about things, but I'm not seeing anybody to my left or to my right. I'm just looking down. I'm just thinking about myself and what's going on. So what's crossing you is maybe a sense of being dissatisfied, whether that's in a relationship, whether that's in your job, or a living situation, a town that you live in, maybe too much traffic or the weather doesn't agree with you. There's something in there that's causing you to sit back and to think about what's going on. In your foundation is the Five of Cups. Another cup sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So the Five of Cups is often a card of regret. It's a card of disappointment, of more disappointment. So something that has ended, perhaps. You haven't maybe been able to close it or close and let it end and kind of move on. You're still thinking about it. And here in the illustration, you can see the three spilled cups and then the two cups behind. So again, it's what you're focusing on. Are you focusing on what has already happened and what's already caused you to have this sense of loss or sadness? Or are you going to be able to get past it and focus on what you still have so that you can move forward? You're always going to be able to move forward. And with life, it's always about perspective. How are you looking at a situation? How is your mindset? If you're continually thinking about what went on and what happened back then, that someone betrayed you, someone hurt you, you're never going to allow yourself the ability to move forward and to get over it and to open up new avenues and new potential for you within your life. So something to think about is you don't hold on anymore to this sense of disappointment or hurt. In your recent past is the Eight of Pentacles. So Pentacles are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we see this is a card about really working very hard, working diligently, enjoying what you do. You're very good at what you do. You're very skilled, and you're proud of what you accomplish and what you create. And you can see that he's displaying his pentacles here. He's at one with the coin and the hammer. And so this is an indication that you've been working really hard and that you've been really focused and doing a super job. Now, maybe it's not paying off the way that you hope it will, but ultimately, if you keep at it, it will. he's a skilled person here who's doing a super job and enjoys what he's doing and is not distracted. So this goes towards resources, to money, to work, to maybe activities as well. What's crowning you is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords, again, it's another card of perspective, of duality. You see two people taking off in a boat, and you're leaving the choppy waters here, sailing into smoother waters. So this is really a transition card. This is a card about moving on from maybe a situation that was causing you some sadness and some disappointment. And it could be very well that you're going to have to move on in order to get past this sadness that you feel. With the Five of Cups, well, there's Six of Swords. The Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this is simply about moving on to a place where you're hoping for more happiness. You're hoping for a better situation. This is kind of like I've had it and I need to get out of here. So at your crowning, you're thinking about leaving. You're thinking about a transition that's going to put you into a better place. Now, whether that's a relationship or whether that's a job situation, it's something that is on your mind and that you are really thinking about here. So in your future, near future, it's the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is about really relying on your intuition and paying attention to your dreams, paying attention to the signs, to the messages, of taking time out for yourself to really think about you, to dive deep into what makes you tick. What is it that you're maybe not happy about? What is it that you are happy about? With the High Priestess, there's a sense, this is feminine energy, very knowledgeable, and you are the greatest expert on yourself. And so when things don't go the way that you hope that they do, then take time out to reflect, to meditate, to journal, to go for a walk, and to think about really what lies beneath. And within the High Priestess, it's a sense of trusting your inner guide, trusting your instinct, trusting in what you believe, and trusting your own psychic and intuitive abilities, which everybody has and everyone can access if they just pay attention to the signs. So, this intuition is going to be able to help inform your decisions, whether you have to move on or whether you are, things that you feel disappointed about. There is a sense of disappointment here, of hard work. Maybe you're putting in a lot of the work and of the sense of having to leave a situation. So where you are right now is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is this youthful energy. It's a youthful approach. And he is intellectual. He's clever, smart, logical, a studious kind of guy, likes to be challenged, mentally challenged in puzzles and things like that, and situations that he can analyze. So he looks in this illustration to be ready for whatever comes. And I think that's a strong message within this reading, is that you are going to be ready and in a position to do what you need to do to ride through these tough times. With pages, it's often a message or an offering, but really for this situation, when you just look at the position of how he's standing, that it's going to, be your ability to defend and to do what's right for you. And so that may mean having to move on, having to defend your ideas, having to use some logic and some reason versus relying on emotions to make your decisions. In your environment is another youthful energy, the Page of Wands, which is the Page of Wands is saying, go out there and do something. This is a youthful energy that is looking for adventure, looking to get out there and to do things. So again, if you feel disappointed, if you feel in conflict, if you feel that you need to get away, that you're working too hard, the Page of Wands is a wonderful encouragement to you to go have some fun, to go have some adventure, to do things that fire up your passions. With the Page of Wands, we've got Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And Wands is about what lights your fire. What enthusiasms do you have? And so if you've let things slip by, if you haven't had time to focus on what makes you happy or what's fulfilling to you, then this page is saying, pick something. Do something that's going to bring you some sense of creativity, happiness, passion that's going to make you feel good. In your hopes and fears, we have the Star. And this is a lovely card. The Star is a wonderful message of believing that everything is going to be okay. That you have faith in yourself. You have faith in the universe and in the stars to guide you to the right way. You have, this ability to heal and an ability to, just to let yourself recover and to recover from the hurt, to recover from the regret, to recover from disappointment, that you can get past all of this and you can move forward to a place of happiness and of fulfillment and of good health. So, we look to the stars for guidance, and this is a marriage of the physical and the spiritual sense, which is to get your physical body together, along with your spiritual side, which is to reconnect with yourself. And you can reconnect with yourself. Put these cards here. You can reconnect with yourself by digging within, thinking about what lies beneath your subconscious, what's really going on in your heart, in your soul. And resting, relaxing, doing things that are going to allow you to re-energize, to feel good. But really, this is a card of hope and optimism. So in December, you have, you may be facing some little rough moments here, but ultimately, you're in a place where you're going to have faith in the outcome. Faith that the universe is going to give you what you so desperately want. And in your outcome is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is this very romantic, charming man or woman, whatever energy it is, of whatever gender. And the Knight of Cups is, you can see the offering of the cup, the offering of an emotional connection, the offering of someone who is in touch with their emotions, someone who can be romantic and be loving and can offer love. And again, with cups, we have Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And so this is your outcome, whether this is just an emotional connection with a dear friend, someone that's going to be a great support to you, and that you just love them to death, or it's the potential of meeting someone and of of having dates or relationships or just some fun with. But the Knight of Cups is a romantic, dreamy, poetry-filled kind of person who can really lift your spirits. So let me just take a look here at the cards and see what we don't see. Let's see what we don't really have. So we have Pentacles, we've got Swords, Cups. We really have it all. And we have a lot of this page energy of this youthful of navigating maybe some challenges with the Page of Swords and getting out there to find yourself and to find what you enjoy and what you're hoping for, to really ignite your passions. Let's see what else. You're working hard, and you've had a little conflict, had a little couple of disagreements here. You can get past those. You've had some disappointment, You can definitely change your mindset and get away from that perspective. And, you have some decisions that are coming your way of maybe just to move on, to allow yourself to move on. So this is a beautiful card, laughter. So it seems that laughter is like life's best medicine. And so when you feel a little bit of regret, when you feel a little bit of dissatisfaction with how things are going, laughter can lighten the load a bit. And if it's laughter with your family, simply watching a funny movie, reading a funny book or article, watching some things on YouTube, laughter can lift your spirits. And so allow laughter, have some good laughs with your friends and go out with your friends, enjoy, smile, and let people see you laughing. And when you're laughing and smiling, that Knight of Cups is going to come right in with his cup and say, hey, how are you? And finally, let me get a Goddess Guidance card, kind of as a practice area or a meditation focus for the month of December. Nimatona, sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. Oops. So I don't know how many of you have altars or have a little place that is your own. It could be a nook. It could be just a part of a, outside on the deck or in one of your bedrooms or in the living room, but it's a place for you to kind of just gather yourself and to pray or to meditate or to reflect. Some people with their altars will have crystals set up in a grid or pictures or Buddhas or whatever divine sources or gods that you follow. Allow yourself a place that is yours and that you can calmly meditate or sit in stillness, and to, again, when you're able to have that sacred space, you're able to heal. I'm going to try not to block this. It allows you to heal and to have faith, and to have faith that the universe is going to help out and give you what you need.